Alrighty, what is going on, you filthy animals? Welcome back to CTE. I'm Henry, this is Theo.
Welcome back, Cucks.
Today, we're going to be talking about the disaster of a card known as 294. Worst card of the year, in my opinion. Just an absolute
Well,
shit show. I
for
mean,
what it was supposed to be, yes.
yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I feel like if the card just went as it was supposed to go without before all the pullouts, it would have been way better.
100%.
And I think the fact that most of the fights were thrown together a week before the card definitely hindered it a lot.
Right, but which kind of sucks is because I was almost more
Which
excited
they
for
were
this.
better matchups,
Right,
like
I was
more
more excited for
exciting
these
matchups for
fights.
sure, but it's just the fact that it's like, Usman on a week, Volk on a week, and then Ikram Aliskerov's fighting a welterweight on a week's notice. It's just like when you're
Khamzat
supposed to
can't
fight a
finish Usman.
Mavov. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the first two fights on the main card weren't bad per se. Fucking Saeed Nurmagomedov subbed Gafarov, which wasn't bad. He got a performance bonus. And then Ikram Aliskerov KO'd Warley Alves, who, that's not really that impressive because he was supposed to fight fucking Imavov, who pulled out, and then Alves stepped in on really short notice. Ikram KO'd
I mean,
him.
he did his job. He just.
And he looked really good. His hands looked really good. And I think he would have beat Imavov. So I
Yeah,
think Ikram's next fight, you just rebook him against Imavov. I think that makes sense because
it makes more
apparently
sense.
Imavov wasn't even hurt. It was just visa problems. So I think you just rebook that fight for his next one. But anyways, we're gonna start with the Johnny Walker Magomed Ankalaev disaster. Like what the fuck was that?
I have no
Like
fucking
what the
idea.
fuck was that, dude? That was
That
absolutely.
that doctor's a fucking idiot.
He really
He's a
is.
moron. He's over there telling what was this
His question was, "Where are we right now?" And Johnny Walker said, "In the desert."
right, but earlier in the prelims he's the guy that got kicked in the dick. Who was the fighter? I forget.
Victor Henry.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gets kicked in, and he's telling him he's not kicked in the groin. Like, what the fuck do
The
you
dude
mean?
was literally couldn't even stand up.
He was in the back throwing up and
Yeah.
vomiting, and you're telling me he's like you're not kicked in the groin. That wasn't in your groin. What the fuck are you talking about? That
I don't
guy's a
know, dude.
fucking
Yeah, that
moron.
doctor is pretty fucking stupid.
That's just like that's an like I don't even know what the fuck that is, but that doctor is an idiot.
Yeah, that guy is pretty fucking stupid. I don't know what he made multiple mistakes throughout the card, like that one, and then
Like
the
obviously Johnny Walker saying like I'm in the desert.
yeah,
If
that's not a
because
good. But you gotta remember that English is not that dude's first language,
exactly,
and it's
there's
like
clearly a language barrier there.
yeah,
There's clearly a misunderstanding, and it's like
he's not
he's
wrong
not wrong.
technically.
He's not wrong,
Obviously,
but at the
that
same time,
that response will kind of
you
make
can't
you
say you're
be
in the
like
fucking desert.
okay,
You're not fighting in the desert. But at
yeah,
the same time, it's like, I guess you're not wrong. But
because
it's like,
the
dude, did you see what he said? He said something about how he's like, I know it's in Abu Dhabi, and I was gonna say that. It's like, dude, you should just said I'm in Abu
yeah,
Dhabi.
literally,
I'm
dude,
fighting in
I
Abu
saw
Dhabi.
that.
Like,
Yeah, his
I'm in the middle
tweet.
of a fight.
He
Like,
definitely should have just said, "Yeah, I'm in Abu Dhabi." Saying he, I think the reason he said he was in the desert is because he was pissed off and wanted to just fight.
I mean,
But
it's just regardless.
at
It's
the end of the day, he definitely should have just said, "I'm in fucking Abu Dhabi," or I'm fighting in a cage," or it's just something like that. I don't know.
terrible.
So he kind of fucked himself there. But the thing that pisses me off the most is that Magomed and Goliath, illegal knee, right?
Right.
Illegal knee should have been a DQ. Why was it a no contest?
Yeah.
They
I
don't stick to their own rules.
exactly. It makes
If
it
they're
makes
going off
no
that,
sense.
Piotr Jan should still have his fucking belt, dude.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
It makes
It's
no
just
fucking
it's like
sense.
it
They
should have been a
jump all.
DQ win for Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
It should have. That's what it should have been.
It makes no
And
sense.
since they're in Abu Dhabi, oh, Ankalaev, so
They
it's
jump
like
around so
that's
fucking much.
that's the way it has to work. If you're a Dagestani or from anywhere over in that area, and you throw an illegal knee, it's a no contest. There's no DQ loss for you.
Yeah,
So it's like, I don't. That shit's just fucking. It's just annoying. It's like if I think the illegal knee rule is stupid as fuck, but if you're gonna, if that's the way you're gonna go about it, like if someone throws that shit, it's a DQ loss, then
It's a
stick to that.
that's a
Don't
DQ.
change it like, oh, okay, we're in Abu Dhabi, it's a no contest, but
Yeah,
oh, we're in the States, it's a DQ. Like, what the fuck, dude?
it makes
It
no
doesn't
sense.
make any sense. So I don't know. That shit was annoying. I mean, I think Ankalaev would have went on to win the fight. He
I
was,
think so too.
he was doing pretty well before that. It was in the first round.
Yeah,
It was
it
only
was
a few
it was
minutes.
literally
It was
like not
really
even.
short.
Yeah,
So neither of them really got to do a whole lot. But yeah, man, that shit was just disappointing, bro. And then after that, we move on to the fucking Usman Khamzat, which was also very disappointing, dude.
Not to me. Not to me. I
He
called it. I
predicted it.
fucking
He
knew
said
it.
Khamzat
I
decision. He got it.
I knew there was no way Khamzat was finishing him. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
I was so close to being right. He almost had him in the first.
Yeah,
He almost rear nakeded him like on multiple occasions. Usman's sub defense looked really good.
really
He
good.
literally defended Khamzat on his back for like 3 fucking minutes straight, which is pretty nuts. But at the same time, it's like, Khamzat, what the fuck, dude? You were supposed to go in there and destroy this motherfucker, and you go out there and arguably lose. It's like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
I think he definitely won. I think the decision was
A lot of
correct.
people online are crying on Twitter and Instagram. Oh, Usman 2-3,
That's
Usman
because
2-3. Like, I understand. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm sure we'll get a few comments here of people saying that shit. But yeah, I think I don't see how you can give. I don't
in
know.
the
I might
controlled.
need to go rewatch it again. This might just be fucking me spewing out of my ass, but I just don't feel like Usman won 2 rounds.
No,
You
I don't
know?
think he did either.
I feel
And
like
I was obviously on
and
his.
round one was a 10-8. So if anything, people saying Usman 2-3, he should have won. If anything, it should have been a draw. Because Hamzat 10-8 the first round, and then if you do give Usman 2 and 3, that would make it a fucking draw.
Yeah,
So if you're gonna complain, say it's a draw. Don't say Usman won.
yeah, I don't think.
So all you fuckers out there saying that, shut the fuck up. But it's just like, I don't know, dude. People,
Man, I just think I definitely think the decision was correct. I don't think Usman did enough to win. He was definitely putting it on him in this
one
second and
judge
third.
did score it as a draw, but the other
Yeah.
two scored it for Hamzat. So
I mean,
it's like,
I definitely saw Usman start putting it on him and really hit him and was just getting the better of the
Usman landed
exchanges
some
and he
good
was doing
shots. He
much
did.
better of the striking, which I expected. I said that. I didn't think Khamzat had better striking than Usman.
Yeah.
But yeah, his control time was dominant, and he was constantly going. He was constantly threatening, constantly doing stuff on the ground.
Yeah.
It wasn't just on top
I mean,
of
the
him
first
sitting
round
there.
he just
He
dominated
dominated him.
and then
Dominated.
Usman
So
threw him over his head and he broke his hand.
I mean,
Or
that's what I yeah.
supposedly broke his hand. We don't
Right.
know for sure because that hasn't been confirmed. But
But that slam
that's what he
definitely
said.
changed it because he was not the same.
After that slam, he definitely started being a lot more cautious.
Mhm. Uh,
So
and if that was a 5-round fight, Usman would have taken that fight 100%. Usman would have won.
yeah, I think a
If that
five
was
rounder.
5
That's why
rounds.
I think if they book Khamzat Strickland next, which I think that's what they're gonna do. Like Strickland has a pretty good chance of winning.
If he
that
can
fight.
get through the first round or first round and second round, I think so.
Because Strickland has really good takedown defense and is just, as we saw him against Izzy, his style is just really hard to deal with.
Right.
Obviously, Hamzat's not a very good matchup for him. And
But Hamzat's
have-
just gonna attack and
Yeah.
attack. If he can get his cardio up, his cardio looked like shit.
it did
I'm
look
not
like
gonna lie,
shit.
it did
I don't
not
know
look
why,
good.
bro.
And like Usman's cardio didn't look outstanding or anything
But
crazy
it's
like
dude,
it did
he
in
has
the
a
past.
reason. He has an excuse for that.
Exactly. You don't. You have
Yeah.
a full fight camp, and it's like, I don't know. I think I honestly think the fight if he had fought Costa that would have favored him way more because
Yeah.
that first round if he had done what he did,
he would have sub Costa.
well just say yeah, but if he just say Costa would have got out of that first round, Costa would have been gassed.
Yeah.
There's no way a bigger guy like
Yeah,
that wouldn't have been able to
exactly.
handle his gas tank.
I didn't realize that Usman's sub defense was that good, man.
He just
The fact that you can defend Hamzat on your back for that long is pretty impressive, dude.
very impressive.
I think
and
most
considering
guys would have gotten sub there.
he was using his neck a lot too.
Yeah, he was tucking
was
his
just
chin,
tucking his
and he
neck
was,
and
you know,
not
his
even
wrist
using-
control and shit. He was doing all the right things, and like I watching it live, I was like, all right, here we go. Hamzat's about to get the rear naked choke,
No.
and then it just never happened. And then Usman slammed him on his head,
Yeah, I mean,
and then
Usman have a full fight camp. That could have been totally different fight.
yeah,
Very
it definitely
different.
could have been.
Would have loved to see that, but
I was disappointed by Hamzat.
oh yeah, the hype on the Khamzat train has slowed down.
It's slowed down a lot. Like
Oh,
now
yeah.
we're at the point where it's like, yo, I think Strickland beats him.
Yes.
So it's like, but then again, like people, I
Then
watched this
again-
one interview of this guy with Strickland, and he was like, what'd he say? He was like, yeah, Hamzat tapped you a few times in training. So like Hamzat, like he's tapped Strickland in training.
For sure.
So which means he obviously could tap him in a fight.
Yeah, 100%. But it's just if Strickland
But if
can
Strickland
get through
weathers the
that,
storm and gets to the championship rounds, then it's real problems for Chimaev. Because as we've seen in the last, if Chimaev's probably the most dangerous first round fighter in the UFC. But if you can get past the first round, once he starts to get tired, then you can take
or
advantage of him.
Chandler.
Yeah,
First
or
round
Chandler.
Chandler.
Chandler and Khamzat are probably the two most dangerous first round fighters,
Yeah.
I'd say.
But yeah, no, that's gonna be an exciting matchup. I'm excited to see what the UFC has to do for
Yeah,
the,
I think they're
the next couple of fights.
hopefully UFC 300 for that one. Khamzat goes and gets his hand fixed or does what he needs to get done to that shit, and then
Yeah, we'll see with that too.
UFC 300 maybe, or unless they want to do Connor on that card, then they'll save Strickland Izzy or Strickland Khamzat for maybe 299 or 301, 302, something like that.
And as always, props to Usman, just balls of steel
Yeah,
for
dude.
taking this fight and
No,
putting on that
Usman, yeah,
performance.
man.
That's just
Usman looked pretty good, man.
I mean, what do you think's
I
gonna
was
happen with him?
impressed.
I'm kind of interested to see with that because it is. I mean, he's got 2 losses with the
He
champ,
said he's going back to 70.
100%. Two
So,
losses to the champ though, and a loss to Usman, Hamzat now. Very good. I mean, his worst performance was in the second match against Leon, and he
the
still
third
looks pretty
one.
good. You
Yeah.
know, or sorry, the third one. He still looks
Yeah.
pretty good. Dominated in the second one, obviously getting knocked out, and then this fight,
Yeah,
still
he
pretty
looked
good
better in this fight than
performance.
he did
So
in the Leon
that's what I'm
trilogy.
saying. Still pretty good
So,
performance. So
it wasn't bad. I was impressed. I expected him to get ran through.
I saw one that said, I don't know why, it was something about like Robert Whitaker versus Usman, and it was like, why does this fight make sense? And I was like,
No, I mean,
ah,
if Usman did stay at 85, that would be kind of cool. That would make that division a little more exciting.
but
But at the same time, it's like he's still the number one welterweight for Usman. Yeah, I think he fights the winner of Shavkat Wonderboy. I think that makes the most sense. I
yeah.
think,
But do you really think Wonder Boy's gonna want to fight him? You think Wonder Boy took that Shavkat
or if
fight?
Shavkat wins, he fights Usman. If Wonderboy wins, you give him a title shot. But we all know Shavkat's most likely gonna win,
Right,
like
but
90%
if
chance.
do you really think Wonder Boy took that fight with Shavkat thinking, I'm gonna beat if I beat Shavkat, I have to fight Usman now? No,
No,
he's thinking
no.
if I beat Shavkat, I'm going straight to the
Yeah.
belt. And same with Shavkat. He's thinking if I beat Wonder Boy, I'm probably getting next for the belt.
I don't
Neither
think
of
I
them
don't
are gonna
think he's gonna
settle
get a
for.
title shot off beating Wonder Boy.
I
He's
mean,
gonna have to
dude.
beat one more guy.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not gonna
Then
give him
okay, so if Shavkat wins, maybe him fighting
him.
Usman would make
Usman would
sense.
make
But Wonder
sense.
Boy, if he wins, he's not gonna fight him.
He'll fight for the belt.
He'll fight for the belt.
So yeah, no, that makes sense. But other than that, at 170, I mean, what else can you really do with Usman? You could have him fight Bilal, but I mean,
Bilal's
Bilal's
not gonna
probably
do
gonna be
it,
a little bitch and sit out until he gets the title shot.
which makes total sense. I mean, he's not being treated fairly, even though fuck him. Like
Yeah.
I don't like.
Nobody
Oh, he's
wants to see
boring
him
as
fight for the
shit.
belt. No one wants to see him as champion. Nobody cares about him. Everyone thinks he's a fucking boring wet blanket. So
No.
that's what happens when no one wants to watch you fight. You don't get a title shot. So shut the fuck up, Bilal, dude. Like genuinely. But
Uh,
anyways,
it'll be interesting to see for sure.
yeah, we'll see what happens next with both guys. But the main event, fucking Volk Islam 2, very very depressing watch, indeed.
It was very quiet. All of us were just.
Yeah.
We had a couple people.
I didn't really have much to say after that.
Yeah.
I was just like, really, dude? Like, we all knew it was coming, but it's just like,
We didn't know it was coming in that way.
not that way, bro. Not
God, that
that
was
badly,
awful.
man. Like, to see Volk's eyes roll in the back of his head and get knocked the fuck out like that, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Just not good at all. It was very, 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 very sad.
I mean, Islam did what he said he was gonna do.
Islam looked fucking great.
Phenomenal.
We all knew he was gonna look great. Like,
But god damn.
yeah, but like, goddamn, dude. This one hurts, man.
I mean, he's the number one pound for pound in the world, 100%.
They still got John Jones above him. I just checked it earlier today.
Are you really?
They still got John
Oh.
Jones. Islam moved above Volk though. Islam's
Right.
number 2. That's what I said. I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
was
about
like,
that.
I don't know. I
man.
think Islam should probably be number 1.
I think Islam should be number. I mean, dude, just
But-
props to him, man. He just looked
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal.
He looked really good.
He went out there and did He made the exact adjustment he should have
Volk
made.
just looked fucking. I mean,
He did
Volk,
not let Volk pressure him. He did not let Volk dictate the fight, do any of that. He did not let Volk get in a groove. He just immediately came out there putting Volk backwards, putting him on his feet, constantly kicking. Just he looked his striking and his kicks.
Yeah,
looked
dude. He
fucking
looked like
good.
he looked fucking insane,
He
dude. Like
looked-
we were talking about this like off camera earlier. We both honestly like Islam's better than Khabib, dude.
I mean, yeah.
I think he genuinely
I
is.
think he's
Like,
genuinely better.
He
than
has
Khabib.
the danger of Khabib's grappling with the striking of like fucking,
It's
GSP.
better than fucking Khabib.
Or like
Khabib's.
he's
I
a
would-
world-class striker. Like he's literally like the definition of a fucking mixed martial artist. Like that dude is just terrifying everywhere.
Very-
Like if he wants to strike, he'll knock you out with a head kick. If he wants to sub you with an arm triangle, he'll do that. If he wants to fucking ragdoll wrestle you, chain wrestle, he'll do that. Like it's just fucking nuts. Like who's gonna beat this fucking guy? No one's gonna beat this dude. Like before this, I was like, oh, Charles might have a chance if he gets to fight. Nah, dude, he's gonna beat Charles. And it's just like,
I think the person who possibly creates the most problems for him is, I would probably say in the division, is Charles, but we've already seen him just
Yeah, it
walk
is
through
Charles,
Charles.
but at the same
Like
time, it's like
maybe the new improved Gaethje can seriously give him some problems, but
maybe,
it's like,
maybe, but it's like
yeah, Gaethje's like a phenomenal wrestler and he's really
Gaethje's
good, but
getting
it's
up
like,
there a little bit, you know. He's been
I
through all
just
these
think we've
wars
seen
and
what Khabib did to him,
yeah,
and I
exactly.
just think
Khabib
Islam,
literally picked the way he wanted to submit him. He
yeah,
was like, "Oh, I didn't want to break his arm in front of his parents. Let me triangle him instead."
yeah,
You know, it's
and I
fucking
just think,
and it's like Islam could definitely do the same shit if he wanted to. So
exactly.
it's like you can't really, I mean, you can sell that fight because Gaethje knocked out Poirier and all that shit. So like you could sell it,
Oh,
but
100%.
at the same time, I don't know, man.
We just pray, Charles.
Yeah,
We need
we
you,
just I
Bronx.
mean, Dana said that Charles is gonna get it next, and Gaethje's gonna throw a temper tantrum like he always does. Every time he doesn't get a title shot, like when he didn't get the shot after beating Fiziev, he threw a fucking fit. And then he fought Poirier, and now he's probably not going to get the shot again because Dana said Charles is next, and he's going to start crying on Twitter, and Ali Abdelaziz is going to tweet some shit because that's his manager.
The
And we all
same
know
old,
how that
same old,
goes, so just, you know,
same old
that's the part of
bullshit.
me that doesn't like Gaethje is when he does that stupid shit. It's just like, dude,
I mean, he's got to do it. He's got to sell the fights. He's got to put this shit out
it's not
there.
even him selling the fight, it's just him bitching.
Well, I mean,
It's
it's,
like, dude, shut the fuck up. You've had two title shots and you got smoked in both of them. Like, okay, you got two good wins, you get another one. Like, dude, fuck you. Like, you're fun to watch. I love watching you, but like, god damn it, outside the cage, you were so annoying. Like,
I mean, dude, he's doing what he's supposed to. I'm making noise and making people pissed off, making his fans and everybody annoyed and wanting him
yeah,
to fight more and wants him to fight for the title. He arguably has a reason to. Charles pulled out. Charles had a full fight camp, pulled
yeah,
out a week before. Like,
yeah.
now that's
I
fucking.
mean, Dana said Charles, so we'll see who gets it next. Maybe they'll make Gaethje and Charles fight again for it. I don't know,
Fuck it.
but
We just need, like, I want to see who can. I want to see if there's anyone out there that can defeat Islam.
yeah,
Because right now, the way Islam's fighting, like, dude, he just keeps racking up wins. He's on his way to
he's one
GOAT
title
status.
defense away from tying Khabib, which is the most defenses at lightweight, which is 3.
Right.
So if he defends against Charles or Gaethje again, he's tied with him, and then after that, one more, he breaks the lightweight defense record.
And
And not
arguably,
only that,
I
with
already
the
think
win
he's
over Volk, he tied
coup.
Khabib's win streak, 13 fight win streak,
Oh,
which is
the longest, yeah.
or Khabib. Did I say Yeah, he tied Khabib's win streak, which was 13. So if wins one more fight, he beats Khabib's win streak
And
and also
Tony's.
ties his title defenses. So he's fucking has a better resume than Khabib.
Yeah, a hundred
And it's
percent.
just like
And won't it? He'll be tying Tony's, right?
He already beat Tony's record. Tony was 12.
Oh, Tony's
Islam's
12.
at
Yeah.
13 now.
Jesus Christ.
So it's like, yeah, man. I mean, Volk before Volk lost to Islam the first time, I think Volk was at 12
Yeah.
or maybe yeah.
And he broke Charles.
And yeah, Charles was on an 11 fight streak and then
Yeah.
you beat Charles.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't have been as impressive if like Volk was able to take him in the third and fourth, and maybe, or even like a decision.
Yeah,
So
just
he
the
just
way
head kick knocked him
finishing
out
him
in
in
the
the first.
first.
Yeah. No.
Like head kick knocked him out in the first.
Yeah, dude.
It was
It was a
so
devastating
dominant.
finish. We've never seen Volk get manhandled like that so quickly and just knocked it. Volk's never been finished in the UFC. That was the first time he's been finished.
Right.
And it's just like it was hard to watch. What was even harder to watch was that post-fight interview with Volk. That shit was
Yes.
fucking depressing, dude.
That was rough.
Where he was saying how if he's not in camp and he's not fighting, he struggles badly and like doesn't know what to do with himself, basically.
Yeah.
Basically he was saying I need to fight. When I'm not fighting, I don't feel okay.
Yeah, but I just think like I really think he needs to get some time off.
Yeah.
He's gonna get obviously a medical suspension for like probably 90 days or 60 days. We'll probably give it to him.
Yeah.
I would hope for like 90 days, probably even a little longer. Just give him time to just sit at home and rest. Just rest, man.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I know
people
it's
are
gonna
saying
suck,
they want him to
but
come back in January and fight
no,
Taporia, and it's just like, dude,
give him
with what
some
he said
time.
in that interview, like, we all know Volk, he's probably gonna come back sooner than
He
he
is,
should.
but it's like give him some time. My thing was like, obviously it doesn't matter, but I would just suggest like stay at home, man. Just relax, do some
Yeah.
light stuff, light workouts.
Christmas
just
is coming up, you know.
see your family, hang
Yeah.
out with friends, do stuff like
Yeah,
just relax. Don't get out of
Do what
shape or
Izzy's
anything like
doing.
that. But exactly, just
yeah,
hang out with Izzy, spend a lot of time, just do stuff like that, man. Get back into it. And hopefully we can see both of them come back in championship form and just get back to it.
Yeah, dude.
But
Hopefully, I mean, you
yeah,
know,
that was rough with Volk.
yeah, it is rough. I mean, now people are picking Taporia to beat Volk after that,
I know. Yeah, I was
and
seeing
it's
that. And I
just
was
like,
like, I mean, I still think Volk will demand that division or command that
yeah, I
division.
still think Volk
But
beats Taporia. You can't base that performance off of if he
that's
beats
Islam, like
Taporia or not.
totally different people.
It's like, nah, dude,
That's
you
like
just can't, dude. You can't compare that to, you just can't, that doesn't work. That's MMA math, and we all know that shit doesn't work. So,
uh,
people saying, "Oh, Volk got head kicked in the first round. Taporia's gonna maul him." It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
that doesn't make sense.
But yeah, 294 overall, just not a good card. On paper, it should have been great, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, it fucking sucked. Worst card of the year, in my opinion. Nothing else comes to mind. Even the Glover Jamal Hill card was better. Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all we got to say. Now we just wait until UFC 295, and hopefully that card makes up for this one. So we'll see. I think the next fight night is Derek Lewis, Almeida. So probably do a predictions for that one,
Dear
and we
God.
should have some other like different type of videos coming out here soon. So be on the lookout for that.
Just pray. Let's
And
just pray Derek Lewis doesn't get knocked out.
yeah, I think he's gonna get subbed in the first round. Early prediction, but yeah, we'll make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you fuckers in the next one.
As always, take it easy, you cucks.
Peace.